Hi everyone, Dr. Arjun Karkalsa here this week with my health tip, and I decided to make a video because I have done 4 drafts of my writing of this particular topic and nothing is working out right. So I woke up this morning and realized that maybe I needed to talk with you about it because it's a really big topic, and I told my friend about this a couple weeks ago. She's like, Arjun, you actually need to write a book on this because it's something that's such a big deal that I don't really have enough information to write a whole book. But it's been on my mind a lot lately this past month, and it's relationships. And I'm talking about friends, family, spouses, co-workers, whoever it is in our lives. We all have relationships. We all interact with people that there's some people we can't avoid. We go to work and we can't really avoid our coworkers. We go to the grocery store and we have to interact with the people around us at the store and in the line at the cash register, and we deal with people in traffic, and it's just, there's people that we inevitably have to deal with. And then there's people in our lives that we choose. And these are the people that I'm mostly talking about, the people we choose to have around us in our lives, because we spend a lot of our time, like ourselves, mostly we spend time with ourselves, but the next we spend time with our immediate family, so that's our spouse, our kids, and then outside of that we have our more extended family, and then we have our friends, and we have friends outside of our really close friends. And so in my life, I'm really particular about who I spend my time with because my energy is my energy. And I want to make sure that the people I'm around help support and uplift me and make me a better person. And I'm not saying this selfishly, I do the same for them. That's my prayer, my goal with my friends and my family as well. However, because I actually consider myself a very nice person, and my whole goal with people is to help support and uplift them as well. And even when I find that people aren't always doing the same thing for me, I tend to still smile and be nice and hope that things can change through being nice. And I'm coming to a place in my life where I'm finding that being nice isn't always going to work for me, that there are people who I don't feel uplifted or supported with. And I had talked to a counselor friend of mine who's a client, and she and I were having this discussion. She said she always tells her clients when they're dealing with relationships, how does your body feel when you're interacting with this person? I'm just going to let you sit with that for a moment and just take that in. How do you feel when you're with a particular person? Think about that. Do you feel radiant and joyful? Do you feel uplifted? Do you feel supported? Do you feel a sense of glowing when you're with them? Or when you're with this person, or you think about this person, you start having heart palpitations. Do you have pain in your stomach? Do you get a headache? Do your shoulders tense up or your legs tense up? This is kind of what like a dynamic biofeedback I'm asking you to do. When you're with people, and again, I'm not expecting all life to be Pollyanna and rainbows and butterflies. I know that our relationships can't always be at every moment in a place where we feel supported and uplifted and loved, because that's not how life is. We have interactions with people, and part of our living and our growth experience is us being able to process what people are giving to us. But what I'm asking you to do is, because, and I'm going to back up just a little bit, our health, because my big focus with all of you is helping to give you tools and support to help improve your health. And I find that because of our relationships, and I'm a very sensitive person, I'm an empath, so I can feel people around me. I can feel where they're coming from. If it's their heart, if they're jabbing energy at me in a not nice way, I can feel if they're jealous, I can feel if they're afraid, I can feel all of that. So, and I feel like we all have that capability. And so what I'm becoming more in tune with is that my health is being directly affected by a few of the relationships I have in my life. And I'm going to share with you that I have been having some challenges with anxiety over the past couple of years, and so a lot of the information I'm passing along to a lot of you are things that I'm dealing with in my life, and I spend a lot of time and research talking to colleagues and reading and listening to podcasts, so I get a lot of information and put all of this together. So one of the big ones that's come to a head is the relationships, and I had one particular relationship recently where I was putting myself out more and not getting the support back that I felt like I want to say deserved, but I wasn't getting that back. And at one point I had an interaction where I felt so angry and so misunderstood that I was like, I'm done with this relationship, and I decided to completely let that go because I was feeling too stressed in that relationship. The beauty of that particular situation, even though I had 2 nights of not very good sleep after, and it took me about a week to recover from that, is that I started having more of these things. I started noticing that particular relationships were creating this sense of like heart palpitations and not being able to sleep at night. So I'm in this place where I'm feeling my body, and that conversation I'm going to go back to my friend who's a counselor who had said when she tells her clients, feel your body, how do you feel? So I'd like to invite you to start feeling yourself and start being really aware. And you can do this with situations too, not just people, but if you're in a particular situation and you're feeling yourself and you feel this anxiety or you feel apprehension or fear, start tuning into that. And you may not know why exactly at first, but this is like a muscle that you're going to start building. So if you notice that you are in a particular situation and you feel afraid or your breathing has increased, first just notice that and start your long deep breathing. And I won't do that now because I have other videos on how to do long deep breathing, but just take a moment and tune into your body and do some long deep breathing. And you may or may not know why you're feeling those feelings, but it's important just to acknowledge them at first. And if you get to a point later on where you're starting to feel that again, you're like, oh, I felt this before when I was in the same situation, I'm feeling it again. And this time, can you identify why is that? Is it a particular person, or is it the way the building is, or is there too much noise? Is there, maybe you had a bad experience in this building before? Whatever it is, start going. And again, I'm really big into journaling when you're starting some of these processes, because you can start writing down, when I walk into this room, I start feeling my heart palpitations and my stomach gets really tight and my legs are tight. So write all those things down, and it's really intense. Like you can make 10 really intense, 0 being nothing. You're completely happy, no problems walking into this room. And because all these tips are about health, this is one of the big things I find with people, and a lot of people experience this. It's not just me. I've been talking to a lot of friends, a lot of my patients. There's a lot of relationships we have in our lives who actually aren't healthy relationships. And I'm not going to go into what to do at this moment, because that's going to be different for everybody, and I don't want to put that out there because I don't have enough experience to consolidate and give you like 3 steps to getting out of your unhealthy relationship. But what I want for you, because I'm interacting with you directly right now, is just tuning into that for yourself, okay? So I hope this gives you a little bit more of an awareness, and also because we're on 7.5 minutes now, I'm trying to not make this too long. So if y'all are interested, if you like this topic and you want to go deeper into it, I can share more with you at another health tip chat, and I will go into that with all of you, my experience and what I'm getting from my reading and my researching with people, okay? So I hope that helps, and I hope that conveys what I'm trying to share with all of you, because it's becoming such a big part of my life, and I actually am feeling so good right now. My anxiety is less, being able to sleep is better, and I'm feeling happier. So I don't know if I'm doing it all the correct way, but right now I'm in self-preservation mode. So I just want to give you all that support and let you know that it's okay to feel a certain way, and that this might actually be one of the contributing factors to why you may have some health challenges also. Okay, so lots of love. I'm on Sunday afternoon here, so hope you all have enjoyed your weekend and look forward to a great week. You'll probably get this in the middle of the week, okay? Okay, lots of love.